Hey everybody, welcome back to Gooseberry Homestead. Well, I'm doing a follow-up on the red stems on my blueberry plants. Now, as you can see, the bark region down here at the lower base area, that is the older wood, and it does not appear to be red in any way, shape, or form. But if you look at the rest of these new growth, the stems have turned red. Now this blueberry is my pink lemonade blueberry plant, and the leaves have actually begun to fall off. This is normal for a few varieties and regions where it gets really cold. The leaves will fall off, so it's not something to panic about. And I have a feeling, I'm not sure if my other one's going to do that, but I'll talk about that too. But so yeah, so I've got my pointer here. Yeah, so this is completely normal. It's not sunburn at all. You'll notice your blueberries will put on the new growth a lot of the times, especially in towards the end of August, you'll start seeing your stems on your new growth turn red. And this is actually a form of protection. It's not sunburn or scald or anything like that. It is actually the way that the plant protects itself. And that's all it is. It doesn't mean that your plant is diseased. The leaves in the fall for some blueberries will also turn red. This is completely normal as well. Now, in the spring, when new foliage starts coming onto your plant, if the leaves are red, that could indicate that there are some diseases present in your plant. But if it's turning red in the fall, that's completely normal. If your leaves are changing color in the fall, totally normal, you guys. So not anything to panic or worry about. And so I did a little bit of research, and that's some information I got just by doing a Google search and finding other people talking about this online. It was a little bit difficult to actually find this information because not a lot of people are talking about it. And maybe that's because it's normal, I'm guessing, and so most people don't really readily talk about it. They do talk about the leaves turning red in the spring. That's talked about a lot, but not in the fall time. So this is completely normal and nothing to worry about. You can actually see that the redness has actually darkened up a lot, and the areas where the sun wasn't shining on the back sides are still kind of green. So if I can get that to focus a little bit, you can kind of see the green in there. And then, let's see. Yeah, so the back sides where the sun isn't touching the plant in any way is more green. And every place there's a clip where it's protected from the sun is also green. But again, it's just a form. It's not sunburn. It's not scald. So rest assured, you guys, you could just garden with ease with this one. So anybody else out there who's wondering, that's what's going on. And on this plant, this is my first year having the pink lemonade blueberry in my region up here in the Northwest. I'm close to Olympia and Tacoma and all of that region. My berries did not ripen. They were still green. They were red, not pink, by the way. They looked red. So it's being advertised as a pink blueberry, but I really think it's more of a, I'm thinking it's more of a red blueberry, you guys, and that's completely normal. We have red blueberries in nature, completely normal. Pink's completely normal too. Maybe in other regions they turn pink when they're completely ripe, but mine never got ripe, so they just looked red. So this plant's probably going to lose all of its leaves this winter. There's a ton of leaves on the ground. A lot of the lower leaves down in this area. I'm using my plant stake to point. All of the leaves in this region have already fallen off on the plant. There's a couple here and there that still haven't fallen off, but I have a feeling they will definitely be falling off. And I won't have to pick any of the leaves off, most likely, for springtime. Now, however, some blueberries do keep their leaves throughout the winter, and my sharp blueberry plant is one of those that will generally hold on to its leaves. It has actually lost a couple. You can see in the pot down here, right there and right there. And the leaf or the new growth on this plant as well has turned red, but you can see the old growth has more of a brown hue to it. So this is last year's growth right here, and then this is the old growth from when I first got the plant. And so it's more of like a nice brown color, and it has the bark on it. And so, I mean, the plant's looking so good, you guys. We've got some new growth right here. The bud tips and stuff are coming on for where it's gonna get bigger next year. All across the plant, I just see all the new growth that's gonna be shooting off of this plant next year. Really excited about that. I'm excited to see what comes up from the base, because it does like to put out shoots from underneath the ground a lot on this plant. And so I've got a lot of really great structure going on that I'm really loving on this plant. And I'm, like I said before, I'm trying to get more of an upright growth within the constraints of the planter size that I have it in. And it's looking really, really good. Now, this plant in the past couple years that I've had it hasn't always lost its leaves. And generally what I've done is I'll just go through sometime in the middle of winter, and whatever leaves or closer to spring when it's getting ready to bud out, I will just come in like probably towards the end of like say January. I'll come through, and whatever leaves didn't fall off in the winter, I will actually gently remove from the plant itself. That way, when it starts putting on new leaves in the spring, the whole bush will bloom back out, and it'll replace all of those leaves that I took off. So, I mean, don't worry about it, you guys. You don't have to remove them, but I just think my plant looks prettier when it has all the new growth and it's not mixed with the red, because like I said earlier in this video, sometimes the new growth, if it comes on with the red leaves, that can indicate that there is a disease in your plant. And so I like to just remove any of the leaves that turned red in the fall if they had not fallen off, to ensure that I'm not being fooled or tricked in the spring, that there could possibly be something wrong. So I just kind of make it so that everything's fresh and new for the spring. So anyways, you guys, I hope this video helps you guys to understand that the red stems on your new growth from that year is completely normal, completely okay, and that the leaves turning red in the fall are completely normal and completely okay as well. The redness indicates a form of protection for your plant's stems for the new growth. And with time, it will turn into a regular bark color. And so you can just rest assured and not worry about the red stems. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful day, and God bless. Bye.